Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. Now today we have a completely different video. So normally I'm doing tutorials and stuff, however today I really wanted to do a kind of small celebration for the 400 subscriber milestone. I didn't expect to reach that number, so thank you so much guys. But the way I wanted to do this was I basically wanted to celebrate Minecraft and kind of I guess how I have evolved over time. So what I managed to do is I managed to find a survival world from 2 years ago, and I've recovered it from my old realm. And basically what I wanted to do is I wanted to show you guys that, as we all know, Minecraft has evolved a lot over the past few years, and this being from 2017, obviously the game's changed a little bit. So yeah, anyway, I really hope you guys enjoy the video, and I'll see you in the next one. Alright guys, so we're now in Minecraft. So this world was originally made 2 years ago, so it was, according to the realm's backup list, it was made in 1.11.2. Obviously we're playing 1.14.4, so I have quickly double checked the world, and there are so far no problems. I'm hoping it will all be okay when we go around and look at things that I can at least remember being there. So yeah, anyway, I really hope you guys enjoy this. Yeah, I'm not going to be using my resource pack. I'm going to be going into default 1.14.4 because I figured that's what kind of roughly what I used back then, so I'll use it now. Yeah, so just got to wait for this to load. Now this world, it wasn't single player. It was a world that this is cool. It's a world I played with friends and family quite a few years ago now, obviously. So yeah, it's a bit weird coming back here. I think what I'm going to do though is I'm going to do a couple game rules just so we don't have any problems. So we're going to do daylight set equal false, we're going to do slash time set 0, and we're going to make it so the difficulty is peaceful, just purely so I don't have to deal with any any mobs even. Okay, so we may as well, this is really weird. It's a bit of a flashback to how things were. I think the easiest thing to do would be to just go into spectator, just to kind of look at how things were back then. Lord. It's an interesting thing. So there's all sorts here. Obviously this is a combination of builds made by not only me but also family, friends, etc. So there's a whole lot going on here. As you can see, some things do look kind of taken apart, and that's because this is a weird save, because a lot of things did change before this. You know, there were things here, for example, there used to be a building there which connected to these walls, so I didn't just build these here out of the blue. So yeah, some things are missing, but I think what we could do is just walk through and I could kind of talk about what these things were, including the multicolored sheep color wheel here. Alright, so this is kind of this is meant to be like the spawn town space. So this is kind of where everyone built. Now this here was my personal project here, so I was planning on building a kind of massive castle house kind of deal. As you can see, this is what it was looking like, but it is an absolute mess. So imagine there used to be a big structure here, but I remember I started taking it down. But basically it's kind of a raised platform here. It goes all the way around, and there's just a whole lot going on inside, so I figured I may as well show you guys that. So the inside was actually hollow, because obviously there was the top of the hill here, and I kind of dug it out. So we've got loads of farms here. So if we... Okay, let's just check it out like this. So if we come down here, we have the automatic pumpkin and melon farms. These were pretty cool. They still actually work. When I checked out the world earlier, they were still going. Over here we have carrot and potato farms. These are pretty cool. These obviously would probably still work, I think. I can't check it now because I'm in spectator, but yeah. And on this side we have wheat and beetroot, as well as a really old fishing farm design. I don't think this would work anymore. I'm not sure, it might do, but unlikely. So as we move down here, we have a kind of lower portion of the base. We have the nether portal. Got a cool little storage room here. I loved how this looked at the time. I think it might be a bit outdated now, but it still looks pretty cool. You know, you got your brewing station, furnaces, etc. But this was way before I even knew how to make an automatic smelter, so that's kind of funny. Got a water source there. Got automatic sugarcane farms, flower farm, and a beetroot farm over here. This one's pretty cool as well. As you can see, it's all very unfinished because we kind of got to a point where I think we were all kind of bored and stopped playing on this world, so we kind of just left it really, which is kind of sad. But yeah, oh, and down here we also had a cow farm as well, which was cool, so it automatically cooked the meat and then that would go into the thing there, although I don't really remember it working that well. Anyway, that's kind of like my base. I also made these really cool statues. I remember being inspired by QB's Minecraft video. It's like the kind of story of a life in Minecraft or whatever. I can't remember the exact name, but yeah, I remember being really inspired by his kind of statues in that, so I made my own, and yeah, I think they came out alright. So as you can see here, we've got a cool pixel art heart. I think I made that at some point, I don't know. It looks kind of cool. Now, this weird thing here, I remember in another save, it must have been lost, we did actually build, well, at least I think I built, or someone built a Mario tube over the thing, but this basically down here is a skeleton farm. So this thing's pretty cool here, you know. Got like a cool enchantment set up, storage chests, and then the dropper where we have the, you know, you got the farm here. So that was pretty cool. Over here, I mean, it's kind of obvious what this is. This is the start of a lighthouse. I think this is my friend that built this. I obviously didn't finish it, but yeah, it was looking really cool. I really like how he did this. Looks great. Got a little bridge here that kind of bridges the gap over this river. We also got this pyramid thing. I think this was made by friends as well. Can't remember what's down here. We'll have a little look see. Oh, so I think this was an attempt at making a kind of mob farm, but I don't think it really, oh well, it didn't really work out, probably because the caves aren't really lit up that well. But yeah, no, it's cool. It's a little farm. Okay, so I made this as well. I remember making this, I'm pretty sure. This was kind of like a house. Yeah, it's just a little kind of house deal. I don't know where this goes. It's kind of like a little staircase. I think that just leads down to some caves. That's pretty cool. So here there used to be this. I think that was my original starter base on this kind of area, and I took it down while I was in the process of kind of rejigging everything. So that's why there's kind of like a big patch of stuff there. We've got kind of a cool green space here, like a little park area thing. That's kind of cool. What else we got? So up here we've got a nice little sheep farm here. So obviously got all the colours here. You know, it's quite cool. You just breed up all the sheep, go drop down in, get all your wool, etc. It's pretty neat. Okay, so here we've got the big trading tent. I remember my brother made this. It's pretty cool, hard to miss. Yeah, so it's kind of like a trading kind of deal. This is pretty cool. Yeah, there's just some random stuff in these chests here. Speaking of my brother, we may as well go over to his base. Remember we built this bridge over to it because he basically built in this mountain over here, which was pretty cool. So as you can see, he's kind of got this, I'd say like a kind of bunker deal, and then you got this minecart track that goes into the base, and then yeah. So over here he's got his farms here. Cool little entrance around the back. I don't know what's going on there. It's like the start of a bridge. Looks like it got blown up by a creeper or something. Got a cool little piston door as well. So we've got farms. What's this down here? Like a little, I don't know what this would be, just a little space. Yeah, so it's a cool little base here. It's kind of hard to show in spectator, so sorry I'm moving around so much. But yeah, right, okay, yeah, you can kind of see here. So we've got kind of like his armor on armor stands. He's got storage chests, etc. So that's pretty cool. What's next? I don't know what that is. Oh, I think this was, yeah, okay, so this is cool. So this was a cave spiders farm I made. So we were lucky enough to have 2 spider spawners basically right next to each other. So I remember really getting worked up about this, trying to get them to flow into each other. But we managed to get it working in the end. So we've got a cool little spider farm here. Yeah, as you can see, worked quite well at the time. But yeah, that's pretty cool. Let's see, we'll go up here. So as you can see over here, there's a small kind of structure in the hill there. So this was my friend's other build. He was making like a kind of, ooh, I'm in F5. He was kind of making a really cool like house in the hill kind of deal, like a hobbit hole, I suppose you could say. So that was pretty cool because you got a little mine shaft there. What else have we got? Oh yeah, so over here we've got a cool little arena style thing here. So we've got like all the leather armor and stuff. And that, I don't think this actually saw any use. I don't think it was 100% completed, but yeah, it was pretty cool at the time. Now, from memory, I remember one of my, I think it was my cousin building over here. He built a really cool house. Yeah, here we go. Okay, so it's like kind of almost like a witch's hut, I suppose you could say, in the roofed forest. It looks really cool. I love this, especially like the roof, etc., and the chimney as well. It just, you know, looks really great. trying to think of other things as well. I remember there being a portal around here somewhere. I think it was around the back side of the hill. There it is. Okay. So can I go through this? No, I can't. Right. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go into creative mode, because I think there was some stuff going on in the Nether. I can't remember 100%. It's pretty weird exploring this place. Okay, it looks like there was some stuff. So we'll go back into spectator mode again. Oh, okay. So it turns out we did actually kind of make some sort of a hub deal thing going on. So yeah, oh, that was my old name. So yeah, we got literally portals to everyone's areas. Tried to go for that hermit craft kind of deal, but didn't really pan out in the end, I suppose you could say. Yeah, I also went for like these kind of color codes and stuff on the portals with the glass panes. That was kind of cool. What was down here? Spider. Okay, so that was the cave spider farm I mentioned earlier. Follow cobble to desert portal. Oh, okay. So yeah, we basically had like loads of portals going on everywhere throughout the Nether. So I think that, I'm guessing that's the desert portal over there. And there's one up. Looks like there's something over there, but we'll go back in here and just kind of check it out. So what's this? Destination Blaze Station, Ocean Station. Yeah, so I remember a really funny thing about this. We may as well ride the minecart. So I made this kind of minecart track. This was back before I really knew about how good boats were. And the funny thing with that was that... Oh, I'm going to turn my sounds down. That's FOV. So the funny thing with that was basically people would take carts, but then they would either take them and not put them back, or they would like just not send carts back. So basically what would end up happening is and most of the time we'd end up walking around because we couldn't actually like go anywhere really, which was kind of funny, but it was cool in theory. Like minecart tracks are cool. Now I have no idea where this goes. Ooh, okay. Right, I think this will probably go to like an ocean monument or something. That's the impression I'm getting, but I have no clue right now. Could go anywhere. It's pretty cool though. It's weird being back here because I kind of remember stuff like about this world. It's kind of, yeah, it's a weird one. Okay, I'm guessing by the blue, probably knowing me, I've probably made this the ocean monument. This is probably the ocean monument one. Let's have a look. It is, but is this before we did a farm? It must, yeah, no, it's before we did the farm. Okay, I don't know if we actually did ever go through with that, I don't know. But I think this, ooh, oh yeah, you can tell this is 1.11.2 because we've got those barren oceans with literally nothing in them. It's pretty weird, but yeah. Let's see, oh, got some new chunks loading over there. I think what I'll do actually is I'll just kind of offload all my stuff here, go back to spawn, and then I think that's pretty much it for this world. I can't remember there being much more to show, however if there is I will know when I spawn back at the spawn zone. Right, okay, so we're back. Now, I can't remember, I don't think there was anything else. I remember my brother making a base over in the water here. Okay, yeah, it is still here. I think this will be the last thing though, I'm pretty sure. I can't remember there being much more. But yeah, so my brother made two bases. He made one over in the mountain, and he made the hill, and he made one in the water as well. So he's kind of going for like a glassy, a glass dome kind of look here, which is kind of cool. Using that diorite and andesite in the, what's this? That's spruce log. Interesting colour choices. But yeah, works well. It's got lots of stuff in here. I think this is when he started to decide to just not bother with the mountain base anymore and primarily focused on building this. But yeah, there's like kind of cool starts to things, and there's like an absolute ton of chickens. I don't know why anyone would need that many in there, but yeah. Anyway, I really hope you guys have enjoyed the video. I don't think there's much more to show you guys right now in terms of this world. I really hope you guys have enjoyed this. So I know it's very different to what I normally do. I just kind of found this world and I thought, you know what, might as well do a video on it. It's kind of cool to look back at the past, and especially with Minecraft being kind of on a nostalgic wave at the moment, I thought it'd be kind of cool. But yeah, anyway, I really hope you guys have enjoyed the video. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, check out the Discord server in the description below, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.